Since time immemorial, societies have created the stereotypical mother-in-law as a monster-in-law, and that stands the world over. There's been 1,001 jokes centered on the cat and mouse kind of hostility between the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law. How grievous is the mother-in-law and daughter-in-law plight, or is it simply a myth altogether? Well, this is our topic of discussion tonight on Moments Girls Talk, and as always, the girls are in the building in full
Yes, we
force.
are. How are you?
Slay us.
No, but this look today, the lipstick.
How about your look all the time?
Oh, thanks.
Look at this mutual.
How about your signature bob?
Girl, it's all about the blonde.
We're looking fleeky today.
Thank you.
This is an interesting topic, guys.
It is a very interesting topic, especially as we're all single, yet to be married.
Yes,
but we can still voice our opinions, right?
Yeah,
Your
definitely.
sister's married.
Yeah,
She is.
And my sisters are blessed with amazing mother-in-laws.
What can you say? They are watching. What can you say?
I know, right? I can't say anything else.
But I mean, you guys, the stories are very intimidating.
Yeah.
And from a lot of, married, girlfriends and family members, we see that there often is that power struggle between the wife and the mother-in-law, both fighting for his attention, which obviously creates tension. It's a real struggle.
You know, I have a brother, and I have a very, shall we call her, strong-willed mom. Mom, I love you. But boy, I've seen some things in our household, and there's so many incidents where, they both narrate their sides of the story, and you don't even know whose side to take, because you're just like, this sounds bad, who's wrong. So hopefully I'll get to dig into some of those stories. I've got a really funny one to share.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Can't wait to hear it.
Well, make sure you keep it locked right here, because with us in studio are two Nollywood stars who'll be telling us all about themselves. And of course, they'll be digging into the topic about the stereotypical mother-in-law. What's the myth and what's the reality? It's all coming to you after the break.
Welcome back to Moments Girls Talk. Our guests are now with us, and our first guest is Femi Adebayo. He's a Nigerian actor, producer, and director, popularly known for acting in Yoruba movies, and he's also a trained lawyer. In addition, we have Funlola Aofiyebi Raimi, a Nigerian actress who started acting on stage and, of course, moved on to TV. She's very, very popular, and she's known for her role in Tinsel. Hello, how you guys doing?
Hi.
Very fine, thank you.
So
Thank you
nice
so
to
much.
have you
Thank
here.
you for having us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Today we're talking about monster-in-law. Mother, we'll just call it
Why
that.
would it have to be a
I don't think I've ever heard of a father
monster?
monster-in-law, but we'll see if that's possible. But before we get into that,
Yeah.
that's a term.
Everybody's just coined that one. Welcome back to Moments Girls Talk. Our topic of discussion today is centered on the stereotype of a wicked mother-in-law. Nollywood stars Femi Adebayo and Funlola Aofiyebi Raimi are in the studio with us, and you guys are both married. So I want to come to you and talk about, when you were getting married, was there a fear that, I hope, that your husband's wife wasn't, husband's mother, sorry. Excuse me, Freudian
No, he didn't have a wife before I came on board.
Yes, no, I'm sure he didn't. Your husband's mum, was there any friction or tension, before you got married, and even now that you're married?
This is so cliche, but no, and I had met and interacted with her a number of times, so I had an idea of the kind of person I was dealing with, and I had met her through my husband talking about her. Okay, naturally she would speak of his mom, like an angel, but hey, I had an idea of the kind of person I was dealing with. No. See, I think ladies, single ladies, you go in expecting that monster. So, and that's already an attitude, which is so wrong.
Yes. Yeah, you're very right.
And I find that so common with, I'm not feeling really old, but younger ladies, single ladies, it's like you're expecting her to be comparing you, and your cooking is not good enough, you didn't clean the house, stay at home, don't pursue your career, don't do this, no, not necessarily. Some mothers-in-law are really fun, they
She actually said some.
I said some.
I'm gonna just
cut
it down and say,
bring it on.
even if the mother is not a monster, maybe monster is an extreme, but mothers tend to be quite territorial. I've seen situations where just little things, like maybe your son, the way your wife gives your son the food. Instead of giving him 3 pieces, you're like, well, why are you giving him 3? Don't you know he's not healthy? You should give him 2. And she's the wife. She wants to give him 3.
So
calm down.
But
calm down. But
that is where I think the husband should come in.
From my own point of view, actually,
he will strike a balance.
Yeah, my point of view actually is that there is more to do on the husband than the wife.
But some men are quite weak in terms of, mommy's boy. You should know how to stand up to
young
them.
ladies, you should have detected that before you married him.
But
don't wait until after you marry him.
But for me,
before you now start addressing
but I'll come back to you.
Yeah, for me, I think the husband should be able to actually differentiate between a maternal love and the spousal love.
Can I please summarize the story really quickly? I'm going to summarize it, right? Imagine my mother and my brother's wife, a white lady from Russia, in a room together. They have a disagreement because she made him a sandwich for lunch, and my mom says our men do not eat sandwiches for lunch, they eat real food. So they were both, she took it, she didn't say anything as a wife, she just kept quiet, but something transpired in that room where someone said something, so only 2 of them there. And my brother's wife got up. As she got up, she knocked over the glass that was on the table. Now, my mom says, she was so angry, she just slapped the glass out of the way. She says, I was just crying and I couldn't see where I was going, so I happened to bump it and it fell. My brother is like, so it's not him not reacting, it's not him being weak, but he's just like, I don't know
where do I go?
Did to themselves.
I get it. You're right. But sincerely speaking, my own point of view, like I said initially, is that the man got a lot of work to do. Okay, you need to market your mom to your wife. So your wife must be coming into the marriage without seeing your mother as a rival.
No, but there's some situations, like I have a close family friend who, she was married and everything, and the mother-in-law would call every morning expecting to talk to her husband for like an hour, and she's like, what is all this? Maybe before they got married, that was their morning thing, mother, son.
What's wrong with them talking for an hour?
She was just like, okay, you talk to me for 5 minutes.
Married man. He has a wife. He has a wife that he can be talking to for that hour.
So what, you want to talk to your husband for 24 hours a day?
Is there special time to get ready together?
No,
you need to get married.
Sorry, hold on 1 second. You wouldn't.
What are you going to say?
Yes, no matter what, you should not, at least, the mother should immediately tune the fact that your son is married.
He's now married.
Exactly.
Yes.
And in that case, he couldn't stand up to his mom, so his wife just seemed like she was always getting angry and
resentful.
Exactly.
That guy needs to
man up. Leaked into their marriage.
Or she needs to make that hour more interesting than his mother can.
Let me share my
experience. She said there are ways.
And
you have something mommy doesn't.
He can't come to the phone right now.
So many things that mommy doesn't have.
Welcome back. You're still watching Moments Girls Talk, and we're still in the building with our fabulous guests breaking down stereotypical mother-in-laws. Now, before the break, Femi, you were about to share a story.
Yes, not a story actually. My own experience that I think can actually help out. I told my wife before we got into marriage, I told her, I wanted to see my mother as your mother. You cannot rule out the fact that there are so many flaws that you'll be able to pick from her.
Of course.
Those flaws, you just consider it to be my flaws. Okay? And I'm taking your mother as a mother. So as a point of duty, you call my mom every day. I call your mom every day.
Yes. That's wisdom.
And that's actually helped. Trust me.
Makes sense.
That actually. And now, if my mom wants to even ask me for anything, she talks to my wife.
That's sweet.
See, ladies?
So there's a way to handle it.
Yeah,
if we visit one set of parents, we make sure we visit the other.
Exactly.
Because they will talk to each other. You know, oh, they were here last weekend. Really? Well, they didn't come to see us. Trouble.
In fact, my wife buys more things for my mom than her mom.
That's a very wise woman.
I have a friend though whose mother-in-law rejects gifts from her daughter-in-law. So what she'll actually do is, once my friend has left, she'll throw it away, and then she'll later hear from the helpers that, oh, mom,
there's something else. There's something else.
No, but are we going to keep saying there's something else? This is happening. So there's something else.
Mother-in-law is not addressing or is not expressing.
Exactly.
There's something else. It's not plainly the gift.
So that's
it's not that she doesn't like the gift. She wants it to get to the wife, and she threw it away. There's something else. So yes, there's an underlying issue.
But doesn't her inability to communicate?
Is there a husband in the picture somewhere?
Of course, there's a husband. But I'm saying, why is she?
The wife should tell her husband what's going on.
So the husband is the problem.
No,
do you get what I'm saying?
I understand what I'm
There's a problem. Let's not try and apportion blame to any one person. There's a problem that needs to be addressed. There are adults involved. Can we all just behave like adults?
But women are very emotional when it comes to their sons. And I was sorry, because you mentioned you touched on the father-in-law and all this. I'm like, yes, number one, why isn't there a monster father-in-law? And why don't the fathers also get involved when they see that there's a bit of a rift between their sons' wives?
Different kind of love.
Than the women they married.
You know what? This is really interesting for me because I am mother to a male child. All things being equal, I am going to become a mother-in-law, not a monster-in-law. I am going to be a mother-in-law one day. So I already know, and I know how obsessed I am with my son.
Yes.
So I'm now imagining some girl come out of nowhere, feeling important.
I'm beginning to see you like a monster.
I'm just being honest. I am just
But you know that
Can you feel that now?
I wiped his butt. How many?
But that's exactly.
You know what I'm doing? You know what I'm doing? I'm allowing you to see it from the point of view of that mother-in-law.
Yeah. But she's a grown
Be human.
When he's a grown man, that's the kill.
And on that note, now, until he's 60, I'll still be protected. So you know what? Try and understand it from the other side.
The script on us. What I can say about my mom, right? I tell her all the time, my mom is a dramatic mother, you know? And if I marry you and you're not used to being around a mother who's dramatic, you're not going to be able to understand that her drama is just love. In a similar way, if I was raised without drama and then you're very possessive, some mothers may not be as possessive. They may have 20 boys and by the time you're marrying the 15th one, they're like, well, whatever, you know? They might not still have, so I think it's just individual.
There are a lot of factors at play.
Yeah.
A lot of factors.
Okay then, well,
I'm passionate today.
I think a lot of mothers are going to be very happy with you today. Just saying.
I want to marry my son off to you, my unborn son. I'm your second husband.
I'm not single lady is going to be like, wow, I'm more close to you.
You will have no choice. He's so cute.
All right, well, thank you very much, of course, to our wonderful guest. But the show does not stop just yet. We still have plenty more. We're bringing you in a nutshell after this break.
Welcome back to Moments Girls Talk. Today we're talking about monster in-laws. And I don't know, in a nutshell, I'm still on my position. I think that not everyone is going to be outrightly going to have these horrible stories of their mother-in-laws just being, you know, terrible or witches. But what I do think is that a lot of mothers are really, really possessive. And they don't know when they're doing things that it's like, you're crossing the boundary. Like, sister, mommy, step back.
Yeah, I mean, I think you know how they say mothers and their sons, that you'll never understand that connection until you actually have a male child. And I see it in my family all the time. You know, things maybe when I was younger I can get away with, my brother would just get away with, and it's like, do we not just do the same thing? You know what I mean? So, but I think we should give, I love what Funlola said about, you know, just don't go in there with the mindset, because then you may then elicit that reaction. So just have an open mind and wish for the best, you know?
Yeah. I'm totally with you. You know, we're all conditioned differently. We're all raised differently. Our mothers all mothered us differently. So, you know, when we meet the mother of our loved one, and, you know, when we now have to build a relationship with her, we just have to give her time and patience as she's older than us, respect her, and learn by all means to love her.
Most definitely.
By all means.
All means. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us today on Moments Girls Talk. Make sure that you let us know, maybe you would like to share your own experiences with your mother-in-law. Let us know what you think about this conversation that we had today, and that's via all of our social media platforms scrolling across the screen. We will see you next time, and always remember,
if you can think it, you can do it.